Hey, I figured I'd make a video on how to find wall studs. So, I was going to hang something here, and so this is a side of a door, and so I know there's going to be should be like a 2x4 right here to frame off the door. You can attempt to come from the corners, but they're not always a sure thing. So this door is a pretty good spot to come off of. And typically what you do is you get your tape measure, and you get 16 inches out. And then I use a stud finder. Stud finders are sort of not very reliable, but they help a little bit. So what you do is you just come over here, because you're not sure how thick this is. So I just go out 16. And so the stud, I'm expecting it to be around in this area here. So I just take my stud finder, and in this one, you make sure you get a nice clear spot, and then you just run it. I want to mention this house is like really old. It's like from the 50s, and so if this is like, well, this house has been added onto, so you're not sure what parts. They did a lot of weird tons of cross beams and stuff. So sometimes you get false readings, and I suspect that was a false reading. There could have been a 2x4 right here or something, or some chicken wire, running the chicken wire in there. So this is what I was talking about. I expected that for me, that one looks good. There should be a 2x4 running here, and I can do it down here a little bit. And see, that makes sense. The one that I hit over here, that's still within sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. But there could be a number of reasons. I could be hitting a nail. There could be a water pipe behind here. But I guess what I'm saying is, so you got to kind of know how this is laid out. So I'm thinking 16 inches, and it works out to where it looked like it came out to here. And then what you can do is you just put your tape measure around there, and I expect my next one to be in this area. There it is. And that's about as wide as a 2x4. So I'm pretty much happy with that. There's one here, and then should be another one over here somewhere. Right about in that area. This one's nice because it draws a red line. Now that being said, now I know where there's 3 studs. I did that so I could hang this here. It's that cheap Walmart thing. They're not actually that cheap, but it's cheaply made. And if you measure from these 3 spots here, these are not 16 inches apart. This should be 16 inches, and at best. Yeah, so you would never be able to put the screws on these inside the wall studs if you really wanted to hang this strong. So, but still, it's a good tutorial for showing you how to find wall studs. Again, another trick is if there was like a light switch here. A light switch is going to be either the left or to the right of a stud. So you could use that to kind of like figure out where the stud is, and just start branching off 16 inches from there, and that should tell you where it's at. So I hope that helps you guys out. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. If you like that video, just hit like.